everybody, it's Megan and welcome back to my channel. So today is my 22-week pregnancy update. Now, if you're brand new, I am pregnant with my third baby boy, our little rainbow baby. I will have all of my other pregnancy updates down below in the description box. You can also find a rainbow baby playlist so you can catch up on all of the fun stuff that has been happening with baby boy. So I am 22 weeks pregnant as of Wednesday. So when I'm filming this is Friday. So on Wednesday, I was 22 weeks. I went into my doctor's appointment. She put the Doppler right down on my belly and immediately could find him because he is right there. Either his back is right up against my belly or his chest is just easily accessible. He is right in front and he is still breech. I've mentioned this, I think, a couple times or on my Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram because I post more baby stuff on there. I've asked tips of how to get a baby to turn. A lot of people are like, he has plenty of time to turn. I'm kind of scared that he's not going to because he's been breeched this entire time. He's kind of just propped up, like his stomach or his head is right above my belly button and his feet are down below. And I can definitely tell when his feet are a kicking, they feel totally different than when an arm is jabbing you or a head is butting you. I can feel those movements on top above my belly button and then his feet down at the bottom. Now, I do believe that he turns a lot. I can feel movement kind of like this direction instead of like the somersault feeling. I used to get the somersault feeling with Nolan all the time. But now with this guy, I can kind of just feel it's more of a rotating. And last night, I'm sitting on the couch, kind of in the position that I am right now. I'm on my bed right now, but I was kind of, my legs were down and I was kind of in like a more sideways position. And oh my gosh, it hurt. He went straight out. He went head up, so I could feel like a head up here, like head and arms, and I could feel feet down there. Like he full on stretched out, kind of like a quick little whoo, and he just like put his arms up, put his legs out, and it hurt. He did that twice, and I finally just had to move and get him moving in a different direction because it hurt so bad. So that's the kind of movement I'm feeling from him. My app, I use the Pregnancy Plus app. I also have the Ovia app, I believe is what it's called. But the app says that he's the size of an eggplant. Now, my Pregnancy Plus app does link weeks 22 to 24. I'm assuming at this point, each baby is different growing wise. So I think he's on the bigger end because, like I said, I can feel him so much. Now, my placenta is on the back, so that might have something to do with it. But I can just feel him. So he's roughly between 11 and 12 inches long, and he's roughly between a pound and 0.3. So obviously anywhere amongst that. And then another app says that he's the size of a corn on the cob. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But yes, he is growing just the way he should. His heartbeat is about 150. It's been there almost his entire existence. At the beginning it was faster, but now it's about 150. And yeah, he moves about every 2 hours. I can feel him. Some days he doesn't move as much. So those days I'm kind of just like, buddy, what are you doing in there? And then other days, like he's moving right now. He is just a kicking away because it's lower. I can tell that it's feet because it's lower. And Liam has been, he just kicked. Like right when I said that, right when I moved my hand away, it went bam. My husband doesn't feel him as often, but my husband's really impatient with it. He wants him to move just like right when he sticks his hand there. Whereas Liam has stuck his hand there kind of just talking to me and been like, whoa, like, so Liam has felt him. Nolan doesn't care. Nolan's off running around doing his own thing. So yes, everyone has kind of felt him. My husband has felt him, but not like I do. I mean, last night I'm like, like it scared me so bad and it hurt. If I lay down on my back, it seems to kind of calm him down just a little bit. And then he starts kind of just going to town again. He is a very active baby. So my app says that he's sleeping between 12 and 14 hours a day. I feel him move, like I said, about every 2 hours I feel him move. So I don't know. He's sleeping in between that and then he just goes to town crazy on me. Also, it says that he's working on his physical movements, which I know, but he's grabbing at his face. He's grabbing at his umbilical cord. I knew he grabbed at his face already because in our 20-week scan, he was holding on to his face. He wasn't sucking his thumb, but he was just holding on. And you could tell he was like really gripping onto his face. So I guess he's pulling at his umbilical cord now. He's touching all of his body parts that he can find, just working on those physical movements. Along with that, the inner part of the ear now is almost completely formed, so he knows his sense of balance, even though he's in the water, so he's not really working on balance right now. But he can start hearing us pretty soon, because as the ear develops, they can start hearing you. I don't talk to him as much as I remember talking to Liam or Nolan. And I'm not sure why. I don't know if that's because the third baby, or I don't know. I don't talk to him as much. I need to start talking to him because now he can start to hear me. Now, as for me, I am definitely feeling the belly. My belly popped a long time ago. Third baby. That's what's going to happen. And it's just, I can feel it straining, like all the muscles around my stomach. I have a feeling I'm going to have to wear my belly support pretty early on in this pregnancy. It just feels, my belly just feels big. And I don't know if that's just because it's growing faster or he's bigger. That scares me. Breech and bigger totally scares me. But I can just feel it. And if I do a lot, or if I'm bending over a lot, I can't bend over anymore. Like, I can't just completely bend over. The belly stops me. And if I squish it, he gets mad and wakes up and kicks me. And it's just very uncomfortable. Even sitting like this, I'm sitting Indian style, which is supposed to like open everything up. My ribs are not compromised at all. He's lower than that. And I think he will stay lower than that. So my ribs usually with my boys don't really get compromised until they start kicking up there, or he will be putting his head up there. But it just is lower. It feels like it's pulling. Gravity is not in my favor. However, it's not like I can tolerate it. So I just sit down and relax, and then it'll be better. By the end of the day, I am completely bloated feeling. I just feel like I'm full of gas. And the feeling does go away. And it's just kind of like, oh, and you just like, if I lay down, it does help. So that's kind of not unpleasant, but everything else, like my back doesn't hurt. I'm not swollen at all, which is amazing. I'm drinking tons and tons of water. I don't have any cravings. I'm kind of wanting more sugary type things right now, but it's not even really a craving. I can go without it. It's not that big of a deal. I have put on about 10 pounds now, 10 or 11 pounds in total. I was at 7 for a really, really long time. And then, like I've said before, I don't worry about my weight, and I also don't go off of what the doctor says, because they get me at all different times of the day. So according to my scale, in the morning, butt naked, I've gained about 10 or 11 pounds, which totally fine. I am over halfway done. It might go on a little bit quicker now, but I am watching what I'm eating. I'm not eating very much. I'm eating smaller meals, which really does help. Now, something that is a little bit more TMI, but I want to put it out there because one of you might be going through the same thing and not know what's happening. I feel a lot of pressure down there. Now, there are 2 glands that are down there that produce lubrication, and they can swell. You can have infection in them, but they can also just be swollen, and then they cure themselves, and then they can come back. Well, during pregnancy, I get that quite often. So I got it first with Liam, and I had no idea what it was, and the doctor was like, "Oh, it's this, and it's normal." You can look it up. I don't want to be too graphic here, but it's something that can definitely happen to anybody, and with pregnancy, it must just happen to me. So with Liam, it happened. With Nolan, it happened a little bit quicker, and this one, like, right away. So I really don't know. I'm kind of scared to ask the doctor, like, why does this keep happening? But this is my last pregnancy, so it's really all that I have to deal with at this point. So it just feels like a lot of pressure down there. Things are swollen. I can do like sitz baths, and there's different things that I can do to try to alleviate there's no pain. So it's just to kind of alleviate the pressure. I'm going to talk to my doctor in 2 weeks. I go back in 2 weeks for blood work and my sugar test and all that kind of stuff, which I don't usually go every 2 weeks. So this one's kind of weird, but it works out for timing wise. So I can ask her what's really going on, but I have a feeling I know what it is. I'll insert what it's like called right here. It's kind of a long term, what it's called right here, but it's totally doable. It's just kind of everything's swollen. So there you guys go. That is my 22-week pregnancy update. Things are now starting to really progress. As my shirt says, I'm pregnant AF. Starting to definitely feel it. getting short of breath, all of that kind of fun stuff. But I'm absolutely loving it. I love being pregnant. This is a really fun time when you start feeling them move. I love feeling him move. I mean, I sit there and I mess with him just to get him to move. It feels awesome. So if you are pregnant as well, I love to hear who's pregnant, when everyone's due, because there's so many of us that are due around the same time, which is so exciting. So please leave me a comment. I love to hear what you guys have to say. If you haven't joined the Days of May family, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it. Go follow me on Instagram, because that is where I'm going to post tons and tons of baby stuff. Fun stuff. So make sure to head over there. And then I will be back next week for some more pregnancy fun videos. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.